Have you ever had somebody cry during a demo in your home theater? That actually happened tonight. I've never had that happen before, but it was pretty special. I want to share with you that story, but in order to do that, I need to back up a little bit and give you some context. So a couple of months ago, a friend of mine came over and he wanted to demo my setup. And so Andy came over, had a great time. And he told me, he said, Michael, before he left, he said, Michael, my wife is actually a big fan of yours. She watches all of your videos. Is there any way that you could do like an autograph? It doesn't matter what it's on. It could be on a piece of paper. Well, of course, I'm willing to do that. It's not worth anything, but I'm humbled. I'm grateful to do that. And but I didn't want to just sign it on a piece of paper. So I'm looking all around my office, trying to figure out, what can I write on? Well, I happen to have a wisdom audio journal. And so basically it's like a leather book. I don't really journal and I don't take a whole lot of notes, but I'm thinking, man, this would be a really cool gift to give her. So I, wrote a couple sentences just thanking her for watching the channel and signed it and everything and sent him on his way. Well, fast forward a couple months, which was yesterday, he was coming back into town, him and his wife, but they were going to be in Orlando, Florida, going to some of the theme parks and just kind of vacationing. And he said, hey, Michael, is there any way that we could just pop in just for a few minutes? My wife wants to give you a gift. And I'm thinking, sure, no problem. I'm here at the house. So they came over, and as soon as they walked in the door, I gave her a big hug, gave him a big old hug. We started chit-chatting, and immediately she says, hey, Michael, I've got a gift for you. And she pulls out this gift, and it was a JBL Flip 6 Bluetooth speaker. But she said, Michael, this one's a little bit different. I want you to go ahead and open it up, and we've already opened it up, and you'll see why. So I open up the box, and I'm reading it. It says bold sound for every adventure, and I'm not familiar with the Flip 6. And I remove this and I look in and check this out, guys. This was so cool. Such a unique gift. Check this out. It's got a cross up here and then it says Youthman. Hopefully that'll focus for you. But I'll show some B-roll if it doesn't. But this was so incredible, man. It looks awesome. I actually plugged it in, cranked it up. It sounds fantastic. But this was just so special to me. So I was super, super grateful. So Andy had told me, he said, Michael, we're just going to pop in for a minute. My wife wants to give you a gift. She's not really into home theater, so she probably isn't even going to want a demo. And normally when I first, people come in, we chit chat for a while. And then of course I'm ready to show them everything. I'll show them the living room setup, show them the theater room. I love talking about this stuff. I live for this and I love having guests over. And so I didn't offer anything, as far as to come in and do a demo or anything. So we're standing in the living room and they had just gotten off a flight. They were heading over to Orlando. They were ready to get something to eat probably. And so I'm thinking, they're not going to stay but just a few minutes. But we kept talking and talking, and then she says, can I see your theater room? And I went, well, of course you can see my theater room. So we come in here, and then my wife comes in, Jessica, and we're all talking and chit-chatting, and we were just talking about life and talking about just normal stuff, non-home theater. Because again, in my brain, I'm thinking, she's not interested really in talking about the gear and everything. And just out of the blue, we're in mid-sentence, she's like, can I hear it? Well, of course you can hear it. So Rebecca sat down and Andy sat down and Jessica went to bed. It was past her bedtime. It was like 8:30. And so she went to bed. And so I cranked up a couple of demos and let's see, what did we do? We did A Quiet Place. I love that scene. I think it's called the red light something, but it's just an incredible scene. The Dolby Atmos is really, really specific. And so you can hear the monster coming from the top left, and he works his way down to the front left speaker, and then to the side surround and the back surround. And then it's just a super cool demo. So we did that one. And then I think we went to we did Dune. And so we did the minor rescue scene, lots of LFE. I mean, it was just going nuts. And it was cool because she said, man, she says, there was a lot of bass, but she said it was just crisp and it was really detailed, and it just didn't sound like, she said it didn't sound muddy. And so that was cool, man. I was grateful that, you know, she recognized that it was clean. You know, at no point was there any distortion. And so she had already told me during our conversation that and I told her, I said, let me know if you see something on Kaleidoscape. I'll be glad to pull it up. We can do a demo. And I think Andy mentioned, he said, you know, she loves Hans Zimmer, but she always does that. Well, I'm thinking, well, let me share something that's familiar. So I said, sure, I'll pull it up. So we pulled it up, and I think he chose a track, and then she, after we got done with that one, she chose a track. And we finished playing that track, and Andy was sitting here, I was sitting over here, and Rebecca was sitting over here. And he looks over and he's like, after we were finished, he's like, are you crying? And she like was wiping her tears, man. I was like, oh my goodness, man. I have never provided a demo in my home theater before. And someone got so choked up and so emotionally attached to what they were hearing and what they were seeing that it just hit them in the feels. It was super, super cool. So I don't know if you've ever had the experience like that, or had somebody that came over and, man, just got choked up. Maybe you yourself have been watching one of your movies and inside your theater room, and it just hit you right there. And so honestly, I would love to hear about that. Let me know down in the comments if that's ever happened to you. I'd love to hear that experience. But I just thought it was so endearing. Number one, that she even wanted to have my autograph. Number two, that she was willing to just to buy me just such a cool and generous and thoughtful gift such as this. So Rebecca, thank you so much. That was super cool, and Andy as well. I will cherish this. And it's funny, my daughter, she loves music, and so I said, Naomi, check this out. And I played it for her while she was getting ready, and she's like, Dad, isn't it crazy that we've got all these speakers and stuff, but we don't even own a Bluetooth speaker? So that was all. She said, that's great, man. She said, we can take this everywhere. And so I'm just super grateful for that. Guys, I'm telling you, one of the best parts of what I get to do as a content creator is meeting you guys. I'm heading out to Cedia tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon, I'll be there probably about 4 o'clock and be getting to Cedia probably around, I don't know, about 5 or 6, depending on traffic and all that stuff. And then I'll be at the show all day Friday, all day Saturday, and all day Sunday. No, I'm sorry, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And I'll be flying back home on Sunday. And so if you happen to see me, I know I'm going to be super busy. I'm filming 4 booths on Thursday, 4 on Friday, and 4 on 4 on Thursday, 4 on Friday, and 1 on Saturday. And so Saturday will kind of be my me time. It won't be work, mode. But in between shoots, basically I'm filming every 2 hours. So I'll film at 9, pretty much like 9 to 10, and then from like 11 to 12. So basically every 2 hours I'll be filming, but I'll have some downtime in between. But if you happen to see me, man, come up and say hi. I'd love to meet you. I know Cedia isn't really open to the public, so you may not have a chance to get there and come to the event. But if you do, definitely say hi. But I love the friendships that I've established because of this channel. I love the fact that I get a chance to hear people's stories. I get to hear about their families and build just lasting friendships. And so that, to me, that's better than all the gear, all the toys, all the subwoofers, all the speakers. Of course, that's fun to me. I love projectors. I love theater seats and everything about home theater. But I also, man, I really, really, really love and value the friendships and the relationships that I get a chance to make. And so I just wanted to share that story with you. I thought it was pretty cool. Plus, this is going to give me a good opportunity to edit on the plane. I've got a new MacBook that I purchased for Cedia, and it'll be my main workstation here. I'm migrating from a PC to a Mac. So I ended up buying a 16-inch MacBook Pro with the M3 Max chip. It's got 36 gigabytes of RAM and 1 terabyte of hard drive space, and then I've got some external drives as well. So it should do pretty well for video editing, but I want to play with it on a plane, and because I'll be actually editing 3 videos while I'm at the show. I'll do 2 same-day edits on Thursday night, so those videos will go live Friday, and then I'll do a same-day edit on Friday for another brand, and that will go live on Saturday. And so actually I think that one's going to go live on Sunday. So anyway, so there's going to be some videos coming out, so stay tuned, be on the lookout for those. I'll try to produce as much as I can while I'm there and cover as much content, but I know that I'll be making 9 videos while I'm at the show. Well, guys, I hope you have an incredible week. I just wanted to share that really cool story. I know it meant the world to me. It was just really, really cool. And so I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys have an incredible week. God bless, and we will catch you in the next video.